7. Live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center, KOLN-KGIN and KGIN Grand Island presents the 1990 Boys State Basketball Finals. Brought to you by your Case International dealers and NC Plus, America's down-to-earth seed company.
The Class D2 state championship is next between the Hampton Hawks, 23-1, and the Fall City Sacred Heart Irish, 22-2. Jeff Schmall will be calling the play-by-play again for this one. Jeff, talk about familiar faces. Boy, these names are all pretty familiar from these two teams.
Oh, yeah, they really are. We've seen them in the finals. Fall City Sacred Heart the last 2 years, Hampton the last 3 years. Both teams have a couple big individuals, good individuals. Steve Simon, Buck Sells for Sacred Heart. John Quiring is a good player. Brad Jacobson, Mark Dick for Hampton. But what impresses me most is the balance on both of these teams. Sometimes at the D2 level, you'll see one or two great players, and then the rest of the players just so-so. Both of these teams have 5 good starters, and they both have a lot of depth. It's really going to be a fun game.
Class D2 state showdown, Hampton and Fall City Sacred Heart coming up after this timeout.
This is the D2 State Championship, the third of 6 state championship games being brought to you today from the Bob Devaney Sports Center. A good one here. Fall City Sacred Heart, #1 in Class D2, and the Hampton Hawks, #2. Both are defending state champions. Now let's go to our PA announcer, Matt Larson, for the introduction of both teams.
Please appreciate the performances of these outstanding athletes and show good sportsmanship. To ensure your safety and the safety of the players, please do not go onto the playing floor at the conclusion of this game. The non-starting team members for the visitors, Fall City Sacred Heart. Number 13, Adam Freschel. Number 15, Jared Kirkendall. Number 21, Josh Slominski. Number 23, Chris Darnell. Number 31, Matt Fletcher. Number 33, Rich Holtz. And number 41, Tom Becker. The Irish starting lineup. Number 11, 6-foot senior, Tom Witt. Number 25, 6-foot senior, Buck Sells. Number 35, 6'2" junior, Steve Simon. Number 43, 6'1" junior, Jeff Schwang. And number 45, 6'2" junior, Kent Kenobi. The assistant coach at Fall City Sacred Heart is Dennis Pritchard. The head coach is Doug Goltz. The non-starting team members for the home Hampton Hawks. Number 10, Matt Arnett. Number 12, Corey Schultz. Number 42, Ryan Baumsberger. Number 44, Mike Carlson. Number 50, Randy Walkner. Number 52, Wayne Young. And number 54, Lonnie Nichols. The starting lineup for the Hawks. Number 20, 6-foot junior, Mark Dick. Number 22, 5'10" senior, Shane Hood. Number 30, 6'1" senior, Dustin Nissen. Number 32, 6'1" senior, Brad Jacobson. And number 40, 6'3" senior, John Quiring. The assistant coaches at Hampton are Leroy Dick and Tim Traster. The head coach is Jerry Eickhoff. The officials this afternoon are Rob Ketterer and Gary Juergens.
To get here to the state championship, Hampton defeated Davenport 80-39 in the first round, then defeated Hildreth 68-47 in the semifinals. Falls City Sacred Heart beat Palisade 92-40 and Butte 88-61 to get here to the championship match. Falls City Sacred Heart 22-2. The only losses this year to Baileyville, Kansas, and Class C1 Tecumseh in overtime. Hampton with a 23-1 record. Its only loss this year to Trumbull. It's the third straight year in the state finals for the Hampton Hawks, actually the fourth straight year, as they've won at each of the last two in D2, and then we're in the finals in D1 in '87. Falls City Sacred Heart will be in the green. The Hampton Hawks will be in the white. Hampton will go from left to right. Falls City Sacred Heart from right to left. And to call the action for this D2 state championship here again is Jeff Small.
Thank you, Dick. Jumping it up will be Steve Simon and John Quiring. Simon for Sacred Heart. And Simon controls the tap. Here's Falls City Sacred Heart. That's Tom Witt to Buck Sells. Up top, Steve Simon. They move it inside, Kent Kenobi. Kenobi's pass not handled by Witt, and it will go the other way. Falls City Sacred Heart. They love to press. They love to run. One of the concerns Jerry Eickhoff mentioned, to stop that Falls City Sacred Heart fast break. This is Mark Dick, one of the top guards in the state, bringing the ball up against the defensive pressure of Jeff Schwong. Throws it left side to Shane Hood. Down on the baseline, Quiring for two. John Quiring hits his first two. Here comes Simon the other way. He carries it.
Of course, John Quiring is the brother of Leah Quiring, who we saw star for the Hampton girls basketball team in last week's state class D2 championship game. And Hampton, of course, won the D2 title there, and so they're going for a boy-girl basketball double. Only two other teams have ever done that. Millard South and Exeter have doubled in boys and girls basketball championships in state tournament history.
Leah had 36 points in that one-point win over Lawrence, including the game winner just before the buzzer. Underneath, Quiring is good. John Quiring. So John's going to have a heck of a game just to keep bragging rights within the family. Inside, Simon can't handle it, but it goes off of Quiring. So Falls City Sacred Heart will maintain possession. I have an idea early in the game as these two teams feel each other out. It will be real important because both teams have been so dominant within the Class D ranks. And now they're playing each other, two very dominant teams. It'll be interesting to see which team blinks first as we have a foul underneath. Kenobi got a couple of rebounds before he was fouled, and I believe they'll whistle it on Brad Jacobson. No, they'll call it on Dustin Nissen, his first foul, and going to the free throw line to shoot two will be Kent Kenobi.
Kenobi averages 5.9 points a game. Simon, the leading scorer for Falls City Sacred Heart, averages 20.9, or at least he did coming into the tournament, and he has scored 57 points in the tournament so far, 27 in the opening round, 30 in the semifinals. Buck Sells averages 16.8. He has scored 18 and 26 in the first two tournament games.
Kenobi misses. His second makes the first. It's a 4-1 game. Jacobson, tough to the glass. Brad Jacobson for two. And that's probably what you'll see in this game. The speed or the strength of Hampton inside against the speed of Falls City Sacred Heart. And so far, strength is winning out over speed as Hampton is in front, 6-1. Buck Sells travels. Falls City Sacred Heart a year ago, they won over Maxwell 82-53 in the finals, and they look so good. It's good by Mark Dick. I remember in that game a year ago, Sacred Heart just looked so dominant. It looked like they could beat anybody.
The foul was called on Buck Sells, I think, for Falls City Sacred Heart. Here's another look at it. Yes, it was called on Sells. His first team foul for the Irish.
Mark Dick completes the three-point play, and it is 9-1. Hampton. And they're a near steal. Tom Witt keeps it. Witt off the glass. It's good. The first field goal of the game for Falls City Sacred Heart. Witt, one of two seniors on the Falls City Sacred Heart team. They are still a relatively young team. Mark Dick across the timeline. Hampton, a veteran club, underneath Jacobson is fouled. And that will go against Buck Sells. It will be his second personal. And Buck, who averages 17 points a game, will take a seat on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Checking in is Tom Becker, a 6'1 junior.
Grant won the C2 championship 66-54 over Scribner-Snyder, and Bridgeport won the C1 title 55-51 over Wisner-Pilger. We're going to see more points in this one. Falls City Sacred Heart averages 78 a game, and the Hampton Hawks average 76.2. So a little more offense, perhaps, from these two teams. Of course, they've had a lot of blowouts this year.
Yeah. The points will not come as easy in this game, but both teams do not run deliberate offenses. They like to score and do so in a hurry. Both free throws are good by Jacobson. He has 4 in the game, and it's 11-3. Back to an 8-point lead early for Hampton.
Falls City Sacred Heart with its only losses this year to Baileyville, Kansas, and Class C1 Tecumseh in overtime.
Simon being guarded closely. The shot on the way is good by Tom Witt. A three-pointer for Tom Witt, and that makes it 11-6. That will be a big matchup. Simon being guarded by Brad Jacobson. Simon, the leading scorer for Falls City Sacred Heart.
Hampton starting 4 seniors and a junior. Falls City Sacred Heart starting 3 juniors and 2 seniors.
Here comes Simon the other way as the three-pointer by Dick was no good. Simon in the air, no good, gets his own rebound, and it's good. Steve Simon, an excellent basketball and football player, real good athlete, and he knocks that one down. Underneath, this is Shane Hood. No good. The rebound underneath is put up and no good by Dustin Nissen. And here comes Sacred Heart. The Irish trailing by just 3. They trail by as many as 8. And there's a foul on the floor on Dustin Nissen.
Coming into the game for the first time for Hampton will be Randy Wachner, 6'2 senior, number 50. Wachner right there comes into the game replacing Nissen, who goes to the bench with 2 fouls.
Sacred Heart, they'll throw it way out top to Simon. Simon left side to Tom Witt. Witt is good. 3 for 3. Tom Witt now has 7 points in the game, and it's 11-10. Falls City Sacred Heart on a run. And here comes Tom Witt, or rather, layup is no good. That was by Tom Becker. But a foul on the other end. Sacred Heart has scored 7 straight points. Hampton got off to that quick 9-1 lead. We've got a timeout on the floor with 3:59 left in the first quarter. It's Hampton 11, Falls City Sacred Heart 10.
Tom Becker took that left-handed layup in just a little bit too strong, and Jeff Schwang came up with the rebound for Falls City Sacred Heart. The Irish, this year's Class D2 state football champions, as well as the 2-time defending D1 basketball champions. So they've got some hardware in their trophy case at Sacred Heart High School.
Oh, I tell you, they have been a great athletic team in a number of different sports the last few years. Underneath, Tom Witt. Tom Witt has yet to miss in this game. He has 9, and now it is 9 straight points for Falls City Sacred Heart as they take the lead. Shane Hood, no. Ball tapped around. Queering comes up with it. Back to Hood. Out top, Mark Dick will set things up. This is Randy Wachner inside to Quiring for 2. John Quiring has 6 and a possible 3-point play here.
I'll bet his sister Leah is rooting hard for the Hampton Hawks. She had those 36 points, just a sophomore for the Hampton girls basketball team and leading them to the D2 title last week.
Foul went against Tom Witt. That's his first. Size advantage belongs to Hampton in this game, as John Quiring completes the 3-point play. Seen some good free throw shooting for Hampton. They're 4 for 4. And John better knock him down. Leah, I remember last week, I think she made, what was it, 14 straight free throws. Better be careful, though, as I'm sure John he won't want us talking about his little sister too much today. She's only a sophomore.
With the jump ball, the possession arrow goes to Hampton.
Mark Dick brings it across the pressure. Dick, a good ball handler, and he should do a good job against the full court pressure of Sacred Heart.
Ryan Baumsberger is in the game, by the way, for Hampton, 5'11" senior. He's number 42.
Here comes Sacred Heart off the turnover. Tom Witt to Jeff Schwong, and he travels.
The officials for this game are John Crows of Eagle, or I should say Rob Ketterer and Gary Juergens, both listed from Omaha. Rob Ketterer, of course, went to school at Nebraska Wesleyan.
And it's good by Mark Dick. And this could be a third 3-point play for the Hampton Hawks. Take another look as Dick beats the pressure and is fouled from behind. Nice concentration by Mark Dick. And Dick hits nothing but net on his free throw. That makes it 17-12.
Well, what a streaky first quarter it's been. Hampton jumped out to the 8-point lead. Then Hampton scored 9, or I should say Falls City Sacred Heart scored 9 straight points. Now Hampton has scored 6 in a row there.
Kent Kanabe hits a big hoop underneath. Nice reverse layup. That makes it 17-14. Jacobson inside to Dick. In and out. Quiring goes down hard to the floor. Here comes Sacred Heart. The other way, Schwong, yes! Jeff Schwong hits the hoop. I tell you, nice athletic move by Jeff Schwong. And just to show you how good this Sacred Heart team is, look at this kid move on this fast break. You can just see the strength he's got. He only averages 7 points a game, Dick.
And that foul was called on number 42, who you saw there on that replay, Ryan Baumsberger, for Hampton, his first personal. Rich Holtz is into the game for Falls City Sacred Heart. 6'1" senior. Holtz is in there. And Buck Sells goes out as the free throw misses kind of badly there for Schwong.
And now a foul inside on Jeff Schwong. That will be his first. Mark Dick trying to post him up. And both teams are now in the bonus. So going to the free throw line will be Mark Dick. He's 2 for 2. I have a feeling this is a good free throw shooting team of Hampton.
Kent Kanabe comes back into the game for Falls City Sacred Heart, and Rich Holtz goes out. Mark Dick at the line.
Last game we saw almost no substitutions. In this game, I have a feeling we'll see quite a few substitutions. Both of these teams very deep, especially for Class D2 teams. A lot of depth.
They run a little more than the teams did in the previous game.
Mark Dick has not even caught iron yet on his free throws. All net. Here's Simon. Throws it in. Steve Simon looked like he was trapped and still made the turnaround jumper. He's got 4 in the game, and it's 19-18. Hampton's lead is 1. 1:25 left in this first quarter. Quiring, turnaround jumper, no good. He's fouled. Falls City Sacred Heart getting into some early foul trouble possibly. That one against Kent Kanabe. Kanabe has one, Schwang has two, Sells has two.
Into the game, Shane Hood for Hampton, number 22 there, the 5'10 senior who started the game, and Randy Walkner goes out. There he is, number 50.
John Quering makes his first. He now has 8 in the game. Second one good as well for the 6'3 senior. And it's back to a 3-point lead for Hampton. 21-18. Simon on the baseline. Throws it out top. Kanabe reverses it. Rich Holt to Tom Witt. And Tom Witt hits another. He is 5 for 5 in the game and has 11 points. 21-20. How about Tom Witt?
First man in double figures for either team. He has been hot.
45 seconds left. They get it inside to Dick. Mark loses it on the floor, traveling.
Boy, at this rate, I talked about the teams averaging right around 70 in the high 70s. But at this rate, 20 points a quarter, we're looking at maybe 80 for each team.
Both teams can definitely light it up. And sometimes, yeah, they have some blowouts, but both of these teams play a lot of people, too. I'm sure that if they played their starters the entire game, that these teams would probably be averaging maybe 90 points a game. Hampton going for one shot. Here as we're in the final seconds of the first quarter. Dick over to Shane Hood. Now down to 10 seconds. Falls City Sacred Heart. Yes, they do get it. Simon loses it, though. 2 seconds left. This shows you the hustle both these teams are showing. Number of players down on the floor as they were going after the loose ball. Let's see what Hampton can do with just 2 seconds left. Will they try? They're going to lob it to Quering. He's got it. The shot is on the way. No good off the glass. We've played one quarter here in the D2 game. Hampton leads Sacred Heart 21-20. Back with the second quarter after this.
In the first quarter, Falls City Sacred Heart with 11 points for Tom Witt, 4 for Steve Simon, 2 for Jeff Schwang, and 3 for Kent Kanabe. For the Hampton Hawks, 9 for John Quering, 8 for Mark Dick, and 4 for Brad Jacobson to account for their 21. Hampton leading 21-20 as we start the second quarter.
This is Tom Witt with the basketball. He and Buck Sells the guards. Jeff Schwang, Kent Kanabe are the forwards. This is Witt. He misses his first shot of the game. Tom has 11 points. The other way, Shane Hood with the basketball. Throws baseline. John Quering tries to get it inside to Brad Jacobson. Good defense, though, by Kanabe. Simon. And who will it go against as Simon got the shot up?
That's Ryan Baumsberger, number 42 there, and that's who the foul was called on. Both teams in the bonus here for the remainder of the half, and Simon will be at the line for 1-and-1.
Free throws have been a big difference in this game. Falls City 1 of 4 in free throws. Hampton is 9 for 9. Jacobson too strong. With the rebound is Kanabe. Outlets it. Schwang lets it go, but Jeff runs it down, and he'll shoot it and score. Jeff Schwang has 4, and now Sacred Heart is back in front. Jumper way outside by Dick, no good. And with the rebound is Tom Witt. Witt drives, fakes the shot, Simon from three-point land, way short. Witt has the rebound. Witt off the glass and good. Tommy Witt has 13, and it's 24-21. Hampton coach Jerry Eickhoff wants the timeout. His team trails 24-21 early in the second quarter. Back with more after this.
Back at the Devaney Sports Center, the Falls City Sacred Heart Irish lead the Hampton Hawks 24-21 with 6:39 to go here before halftime. Hampton has not scored here yet in the second quarter, with Falls City scoring the first 4 points of the period.
Hampton almost losing the ball on the inbounds play. Here comes Shane Hood. The numbers are not in his advantage, and nice hustling defense by Kent Kanabe. It still belongs to Hampton, but you can tell that the Hawks are being bothered now by that Irish pressure defense. Mark Dick will set things up on top. Goes left side to Baumsberger. Something away from the ball. 3 seconds on Jacobson. The turnover committed by the Hampton Hawks.
There's Dustin Nissen, number 30, into the game for Hampton, and Shane Hood goes out for the Hawks.
Tom Witt brings it across the timeline for Sacred Heart. The Irish 22-2 on the season. Hampton 21-1. Underneath, Buck Sells is fouled. Nice pass by Simon. He threw it clear across the court. Had a lot of zing on that pass. Take another look.
We talked about Falls City Sacred Heart being the D2 defending state football champs, and a lot of these Sacred Heart guys play football too. Buck Sells is also a competitor in rodeo. Yes, pretty good rodeo man as well as basketball player.
Buck Sells gets on the scoreboard. His first point. Makes the second one. And now the momentum clearly in the favor of Falls City Sacred Heart. They lead it 26-21. They've scored 6 straight. Mark Dick, the turnaround jumper, bounds around and falls through. Mark Dick now has 10. Look at how quick Sacred Heart gets it back the other way. Not a good shot by Buck Sells that time. Off balance. Good defense by Baumsberger. Here's Dick driving the lane, and he traveled. Good defense. Jeff Schwong helped out and bothered Mark Dick. (26-23). Sacred Heart on top in this D2 state championship game. Simon. Schwong inside. Kanabe. Nice hoop by Kent Kanabe with the left hand. He has 5, and it's 28-23. Queering up top to Jacobson. Inside, Baumsberger. No, he doesn't get the roll. And look at Simon bring it down the floor quickly. Tom Witt is fouled.
Hampton coaches wanted a travel call before he took that shot, but instead it'll be a foul on Jacobson for Hampton.
That'll be his first. Going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 is Tom Witt. Witt leads all scorers with 13 points. And he makes his first. Tommy only averages 11.4. He had 12 in each of Falls City Sacred Heart's first 2 games here at the state tournament. He's already got 14 in this one, and make it 15. And the Sacred Heart lead is up to 7 at 30-23. Jacobson, did it go off of his hands? No. The Sacred Heart fans thought that Jacobson might have touched it. but the official underneath, Rob Ketterer, said no. Baumsberger, Dick for three. It's short. And here comes Simon. They don't outlet a lot. They just let those guys run with it. Simon coast to coast, doesn't get it to fall. With a rebound, it's Dustin Nissen. Nissen outlets it to Dick. Hampton a bit more deliberate on offense. Baumsberger is short. Dick didn't quite hustle for the rebound there. And Schwang beat him to it. Lob inside. It's good by Kent Kanabe. Kanabe now has 7, and it's 32-23. Sacred Heart up by 9. Hampton was going inside with a lot of success early in the game, but that has not been the case in the last 8 minutes or so. We're midway through the second quarter. Hampton down by 9. Another turnover. Simon is free on the break. See if he jams it. Puts it off the glass. And it's an 11-point game. Steve Simon has 6. 34-23. A foul on Simon. Simon wanted it called against Brad Jacobson, but they say no. Simon will pick up his first. Dick, Sacred Heart has outscored Hampton in this second quarter 14-2.
It was 21-20. Hampton led at the quarter. As you see, Ryan Baumsberger going to the bench. Also, Buck Sells going out for Fall City Sacred Heart.
Hampton yet to miss from the free throw line. In fact, that's what's keeping Hampton in the game right now is their free throw shooting. Hampton 10 for 10 in free throws. Make it 11 for 11. And it's back to single digits. The Fall City Sacred Heart lead at 34-25. Simon out top to Witt. Witt loses it. Here comes Mark Dick. Dick will slow it up. Great pass. Fantastic pass to Dustin Nissen for 2 by Mark Dick. On the other end, the shot is good by Jeff Schwang. The Hampton fans wanted a charge, but it was not called, and Schwang got the hoop. I'll tell you, that fast break by Mark Dick that last time down the floor, you don't see it any better than that. Checking back in now is Buck Sells for Sacred Heart. Here's Hampton clearing on the full court pressure. Gets it across to Jacobson. Hood. Dick. Dick draws the pressure. Didn't get a call. Queering up high for the rebound. Mark Dick looking for someone to pass to. Good hustle that time by Queering to keep the ball on his team's side. For 3, yes! Mark Dick nails the three-pointer. He has 13 in the game, and it's 36-30. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first half. Good first half of action in the D2 State Championship game. We thought it would be, and the two teams have not let us down. Tom Witt. No. Underneath. Kanabe. Yes! Kent Kanabe, another big rebound, and he has a chance for a three-point play. Take another look. Good position underneath by Kanabe, and the 6'2 junior puts it back in. There's a timeout on the floor where Sacred Heart leads Hampton 38-30 in the second quarter.
Fall City Sacred Heart with an 8-point lead, and when play resumes, the Irish will be at the free throw line as they try to complete a three-point play.
Kent Kanabe will be at the line. There you see the story. Sacred Heart leading Hampton 38-30. Kanabe has made 3 field goals here in the second quarter. He has 9 points. Make it 10. And the Sacred Heart lead is back up to 9. They've led by as many as 11. Hampton did lead by 8 in the very early going. They were up 9-1. But Sacred Heart has made a couple of runs since then, and the Irish lead it by 9. All the way across court, that's Randy Wachner who's checked in. Jacobson almost traveled with it. Wachner off the glass, no good. Quirin has the rebound. John is fouled. John fouled by Kent Kanabe. That will be his first, I believe. Quirin will go to the free throw line. Yeah, that's the first on Kanabe. And Quirin will go to the free throw line, where Hampton has not missed yet today. That's 10 points now for Quirin. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Make it 5 for 5. Hampton 13 of 13 in free throws in this game. If it weren't for the free throws, the Hawks would really be in trouble. As it is, they trail it by 7. On the run, the shot is no good, but traveling first was Tom Witt.
Just took an extra step there, and so Hampton will get it on the turnover.
Three-quarters court pressure by Sacred Heart. Quirin picks up his dribble in a place you don't want to pick up your dribble in. But the Hawks do not turn the ball over. 55 seconds left now in the first half of action. Quirin, turnaround jumper, tough defense by Kanabe. And the foul, I believe, will go against Jacobson. Good defense by Kent Kanabe on Quirin that time. And we'll shoot free throws on the other end. Going to the line will be Tom Becker, a 6'1 junior. He has yet to score in the game.
A reminder to 10-11 viewers that we will be joining the Raycom telecast of the Big 8 basketball tournament following this game. And that will be the semifinal game between Kansas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma State and Colorado meeting now. Colorado upsetting Missouri yesterday at the Big 8 tournament.
Boy, who would have thunk it? Tom Becker makes both of his free throws. It's back to a 9-point lead for Sacred Heart. Near turnover there. Dick gets it, gets rid of it. Mark Dick. 25 seconds left. Quirin. Back to Dick. To Quirin. Inside, the lob to Jacobson. Brad's shot is good. Nice shot. Good pass. But look at how quick Sacred Heart goes the other way. Buck Sells does not get the hoop to fall, but committing the foul is John Quirin. This Fall City Sacred Heart team, I tell you, they get the ball up the floor, I think, faster than Oklahoma. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Buck Sells will go to the free throw line. He has 2 points in the game. Those two came at the free throw line. He's the second leading scorer on the year for Sacred Heart, averaging 17 points a game. Buck makes the first. He's had 18 and 26 in Sacred Heart's first 2 games here at the state tournament. Second by Sells, short, but still goes in. And it's back to a 9-point lead, 43-24. 10 seconds left in the first half. Shane Hood down to 5 seconds. Nice pass. It's good by Randy Wachner. And that's it. At the end of the first half, a big bucket for Hampton by Randy Wachner, his first 2 in the game. And that puts our halftime score at 43-36. A big first half for Sacred Heart's Tom Witt. He has 15 points in the first half. And also doing a fine job, Kent Kanabe. He has 10 points. So some of the big guns like Steve Simon, Buck Sells not scoring as much. Simon only has 6, Sells has 4, but Witt and Kanabe are really picking up the slack, and Jeff Schwang has 6 as well. For Hampton, John Quiring has 11, Mark Dick has 13, and Brad Jacobson has 8, 2 for Dustin Nissen and 2 for Randy Walkner. Dick Janda is standing by with Falls City Sacred Heart coach Doug Goltz, who has to be a happy man as his team leads it 43-36 at the half. Let's go over to Dick.
Doug, it's been kind of a streaky first half.
Yeah, I think defensively sometimes we're moving, we're reaching for the ball too much and leaving our feet. Gotten a little bit of foul trouble. Hopefully we'll stay out of that second half.
Some of the adjustments that you would like to make, what will you be talking about in the dressing room here at halftime?
Well, they switched defenses a few times on us, and we didn't really recognize and get set into our offense as well as we should have. That'd be probably one of the biggest things. And I think we just need to do a better job of hitting the boards, keep them from getting any second shots.
All right, Coach, good luck the second half.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll be back with more here at halftime after this timeout.
The KOLN-KGIN Nebraska High School All-State Team Award is sponsored by Sizzler, where all-you-can-eat shrimp is just $6.99.
The votes are in from around the state for this year's Class D2 Boys All-State Team. And so here is the All-State squad for 1990. At one of the guards, Sam Hoagland of Bruning, a 5'11 senior who averages 24 points and 10 rebounds a game. At the other guard, Mark Dick of Hampton, a 6-foot junior with a 16-point and 2 rebound a game average. The starting center, Steve Simon of Falls City Sacred Heart, a 6'2 junior who averages 21 points and 9 rebounds a game. One of the forwards, Jay Peppel of Butte, a 5'11 senior. Jay averaged 24 points and 10 rebounds a game this season. At the other forward, Pat Leach of Taylor Loop County. Pat, a 6-foot senior, averaged 26 points and 14 rebounds a game this year. Earning honorable mention, Buck Sells of Falls City Sacred Heart, Brad Jacobson of Hampton, Sean Nordby of Trumbull, Aaron Bly of Spalding, Craig Furley of CHB, and Kurt Hostler of Holbrook. That's the Class D2 Coaches All-State Boys Basketball Team for 1990. Joining us now to talk about this year's Class D2 Boys All-State team is Doug Hoynes, the head boys basketball coach at Bruning. Coach, your thoughts about this list of guys? There's a lot of big averages on this team.
Yeah, I think the coaches showed that the versatile athlete in D2 are the kids that they felt were the better ball players. You look at the heights on the kids. We go 5'11 to 6'2 as the tallest kid. And I've seen all the kids play. They're all excellent jumpers, good floor generals, good shooters, and just all around good ball players. And the versatility in them really shows.
A little bit more specifically about the player that you have on the team, Sam Hoagland of Bruning.
Sam's been a 3-year starter for us. He did start some as a freshman, but the last 3 years done an outstanding job, and he's an excellent worker. Averaged 23.8 points. Also led our team in rebounding, assists, and steals this year also.
Maybe Class D2, but there's a lot of basketball talent in this class.
Yeah, that's evident by the Sells kid honorable mention, the Jacobson kid from Hampton being on the honorable mention team. The All-Star team is well represented here at the state tournament, and the kids are really doing a fine job.
All right, Doug, thanks very much for being with us. Good luck to you and the Bruning team in the future, too.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, and we'll be back with more here at halftime after this timeout.
We're at halftime of the Class D2 state championship game between Falls City Sacred Heart and Hampton. Sacred Heart leads it at the half 43-36. And a big reason because Sacred Heart is shooting lights out. Sacred Heart 16 of 24 shooting, 67%. Hampton 11 of 25 for 44%. Sacred Heart also doing a good job at the free throw line, 77%, 13 of 13 for Hampton, 100%. 12 rebounds for Falls City Sacred Heart, only 7 for Hampton, and the turnovers are even. We will be back with more halftime activity of this D2 state championship game right after this. We are at halftime of the Class D2 State Championship game. Falls City Sacred Heart leading Hampton 43-36. And I tell you, two really good coaches involved in this game. Doug Gold is in his 4th year at Sacred Heart. And in 4 years, his teams have compiled an 88-8 record. Incredible. Jerry Eickhoff has been, this is his 21st year at Hampton. His teams have won 3 state titles at Hampton. So a lot of tradition on both of these sides. Dick Janda is now standing by with Hampton coach Jerry Eickhoff. Let's go over to Dick.
Coach, your team down by 7 here at halftime. Some of the things you'd like to do differently perhaps in the second half.
Well, we have to play a little bit better defense. 43 points in 1 half is too many. I was real pleased that our boys hung in there. I think we're playing pretty well offensively. If we can keep them off the boards and make them earn their shot, I thought we did real well on shutting Sells down and Simon down. The other 3 boys are really hurting us. So I think if we can get a few things straightened out, we got a chance.
All right, Coach, good luck the second half.
Thanks.
Okay, and we'll be back with more here at halftime after this timeout.
We are back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, just getting set for the second half of action between Falls City Sacred Heart and the Hampton Hawks. And Dick, right now, the speed of Falls City Sacred Heart is proving to be the difference in this ball game.
43-36, the Irish lead it. They have some outstanding athletes, there's no doubt about it, but then Hampton does too. And we've seen how both teams have gone back and forth in this game. There have been some big lead swings. Hampton started out leading by 8 in the game, then Falls City Sacred Heart came back, and now Sacred Heart holds sway.
Falls City Sacred Heart, the defending Class D2 football champion. They've got some good athletes. Steve Simon was an all-state running back on that championship team. Buck Sells, an all-state quarterback. These guys are good basketball players as well. Hampton with a basketball to start the second half. It's Randy Wachner to Shane Hood. And Hood turns it over and doesn't get back on defense. And a good hustling job by Shane Hood. But I'll tell you, this Falls City Sacred Heart, if you are not on your toes at all times, they will burn you quick.
They'll take advantage of any little mistake they can.
Sacred Heart, Jeff Swan nails down a 2-pointer. He has 8 in the game. And Sacred Heart showing a lot of balance in this contest. 45-36. Shane Hood drives, tosses back out top to Wachner. Left side, that's Brad Jacobson. Inside, Mark Dick, a turnaround for 2. Mark Dick is a 6-foot junior, and they're trying to post him up underneath. They feel that he can take his man to the hoop underneath, and they're doing that. And Mark has 15 points in the ball game. Tom Witt, who also has 15, dribbling the basketball. He'll set it back up. Inside, traveling. Hampton has been changing some defenses, and I'm sure that's why Sacred Heart brought the ball out that time, just to see what kind of defense is Hampton in right now.
Coach Jerry Eickhoff saying how they've been concentrating on stopping Sells and Simon, but Schwang, Kanabe, and Witt have just picked up the scoring slack for Sacred Heart.
Near turnover that time. Underneath, Hood gets the roll. Little Shane Hood scores his first bucket of the game, and it's 45-40. Hampton on the comeback trail. Buck Sells, yeah. Buck Sells' first field goal of the game. He has 6 in the game. 47-40, Sacred Heart, as the two teams exchange punches. Inside, it's knocked away, but the foul committed by Tom Witt. That will be his second. First team foul of the half. Hampton inbounding the ball underneath its own basket. Jacobson fakes off the glass, a little too strong. Quirin makes it. John Quirin has 13 in the game, and it's a 5-point game, 47-42. Buck Sells behind the back, dishes across. Wachner knocks it away, but it was off of Randy's hand. And so Sacred Heart will maintain possession. The Class D2 state championship, and we have two defending state champions in this game, as Sacred Heart won the D1 crown a year ago. 3-point goal by Tom Witt. He has 18 points in this game, and the depth of Sacred Heart is proving to be a very telling factor. On the baseline, Wachner is short. Kanabe with a rebound. Here come the Irish. No good, but a foul on Mark Dick. The shot no good by Jeff Schwong, but he will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Jeff, from the Big 8 basketball tournament, with 5 minutes or so to go in the game, Colorado leads Oklahoma State 68-61. They fired Coach Tom Miller, and Colorado has really come on here in the Big 8 tournament.
I wonder if they'll rehire him. They'll probably ask for a raise if they do. That would be, I tell you, it'd be a great story, wouldn't it, to see like Colorado even win the Big 8 tournament? The chances of that coming in would have been 1,000 to 1 at least at the best, and you'd think that they'd almost have to hire Tom Miller back if they'd do that. I know the players of Colorado have stood behind Tom Miller. Sean Vandiver, one of the first team All Big 8 players, said that he would not return to Colorado if they fired Miller. Back to D2 action, though. Queering has his shot blocked by Kanobe. Kanabe on the other end, though, it's turned over as Schwong throws an errant pass. Shane Hood gets it up to Mark Dick. Dick will slow things down. 52-42 our score. Sacred Heart up by 10. Underneath, the shot, no good. And look at Simon get up and clear the glass. Justin Nissen missed that last shot. Hampton back in a man-to-man defense. Inside, Steve Simon. He has 8, and it's 54-42. A 12-point lead.
That's the biggest of the game.
Shot is missed, and Simon goes up high to get the rebound. Underneath, pass too far. Sacred Heart turns it over. Here come the Hawks. Waring is fouled underneath. That one will go against Kent Kanabe. That will be his second. Substitution in for Hampton. That's Ryan Baumsberger.
Baumsberger, a 5'11 senior, comes in for Shane Hood. And now Fall City Sacred Heart makes a substitution. Tom Becker, number 41 there, comes in, 6'1 junior. And Kent Kanabe goes out.
Hampton trailing by a dozen. Queering has it knocked away. Good defensive play by Tom Becker. Buxell quickly the other way. It's good. Oh, this Fall City Sacred Heart team is on a roll. Inside, underneath, shot is blocked by Sells. Boy, did he ever get up for that one. Here comes Simon. Pace definitely in the favor of Sacred Heart. They have some athletes on that team, don't they?
Well, if Sells and Simon score another basket, they're the two leading scorers for the team. They probably will. That'll be 5 guys in double figures already with 3:11 to go before the third quarter.
Simon, no. And Queering has the rebound. They can just intimidate a team with their athleticism. Queering to Dick. This is Nissen. Justin gets it out to Queering. Queering almost loses it. Sacred Heart really turning up the defensive pressure. Underneath, Dick, turn around, it's good. Mark Dick now has 17 points in the ball game. The lead still 12. Ball on the floor, coming away with it is Tommy Witt. Witt, no, he's short. And the ball's loose on the floor. Witt comes away with it. And now we have a foul away from the ball on Brad Jacobson. His third. There's a timeout on the floor with 2:11 left in this third quarter. It's Falls City Sacred Heart leading Hampton 56-44.
Here in the Class D2 State Boys Championship, Falls City Sacred Heart leads Hampton 56-44 with 2:11 to go in the third quarter. In the Big 8 basketball tournament in Kansas City, with about 3 minutes to go in the game, Colorado leads Oklahoma State 70-65. Colorado by 5 with about 3 minutes to go in the game.
And there you saw a good shot of our two coaches in this game, Jerry Eickhoff and Doug Gold. Eickhoff of Hampton. And a nice steal by Mark Dick on the inbound pass. Here comes Hampton with a slight numbers advantage. But Buck Sells with his quick hand steals it right back. Simon, baseline, no good. Steve up strong with his own rebound, and it's good. Steve Simon now has 10 points. It's 58-44. Up top, Baumsberger bombs one in. His first two of the game, 58-46. Tom Witt has 18 points in the game. The leading scorer. There he is. No good. Tom is off the mark a little bit. He was red hot in the first half. Here's Hampton with a chance as we have 1 minute left in the third quarter to cut it to a 10-point lead, possibly 9 with a three-pointer. Jacobson, quick jumper, no good. You can tell he's out of his rhythm. Jacobson and Queering got a couple easy baskets underneath to open the game, but since then it's been tough going for those two. Buck Sells, it's good. Buck Sells has 10, and as you mentioned, Dick, 5 players in double figures now for Falls City Sacred Heart.
Sells, Simon, Schwang, and Kanabe each have 10, and Witt has 18.
Jacobson misses again. And here comes Buck Sells. Passes underneath, and a foul. Foul on Mark Dick. That will be his second. You can see that Hampton's starting to press a little bit now.
Several substitutes to come in. John Queering and Shane Hood for Hampton. Brad Jacobson and Randy Wachner go out for Falls City Sacred Heart. Let's see, it looks like maybe Schwang back in there and Kanabe, Kent Kanabe back in.
So the starters for Sacred Heart back out on the floor.
Oh, it's Rich Holtz. Rich Holtz is the other sub in there, 6'1" senior.
Sells, turnaround jumper, no good. The rebound by Holtz, but Holtz commits the foul.
Neither team in the 1-and-1 yet, so it's a non-shooting foul with 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Each team has 3 team fouls at this point.
Tom Becker checking back in for Sacred Heart. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's see what Hampton can get. Shane Hood hustles it up. He'll take it from right at half court. Almost hits it. That's the end of 3 quarters of play. Falls City Sacred Heart has opened up a big 60-46 lead. Back with the final period right after this. We are entering the final period of the Class D2 State Championship game. Hampton the defending Class D2 champs, and they have 4 returning starters off that squad. They trail 60-46. But before you wonder what's going on, Sacred Heart is the defending state champion in Class D1. They moved down a class this year. And Sacred Heart returned 3 starters off last year's team. And Dick, Falls City Sacred Heart still really lighting it up from the field.
62% from the field now through 3 quarters to Hampton's 43% from the field. That's for the game.
The shot was no good by Witt, but it went off of John Queering's hands, so Sacred Heart will keep it. 3-point, nope, 2-pointer. No good. And up strong for the rebound was Ryan Baumsberger. Here comes Shane Hood the other way. Hampton needs to get something started in a hurry. Hood's shot is no good. And Bucksells will bring it. Bucksells, Tom Witt. Tom Witt now has 20 in the game. And it's 62-46, biggest lead of the basketball game. Dick for 3, no. And Hampton is now getting just 1 shot and not moving the ball real well on offense. Tom Witt, no. A foul underneath on Shane Hood. Shane doesn't like the call, but it looked like a good one from here. Coach Jerry Eickhoff of Hampton wants to take a timeout. His team trails at 62-46. Back with more after this.
Boy, it's easy to add up the Falls City Sacred Heart point totals. Sells, Simon, Schwang, and Kanabe each have 10, and Witt has 20. So there's 60 of the 62, and then Tom Becker has the other 2. 62-46, Falls City Sacred Heart leading by 16, the biggest lead of the game now with 6:59 to go in the game.
Nice inbounds play. Shot no good, though. Underneath, Kanabe fights for it. Who's got it? Jump ball. Jeff Schwang mad that he missed that short shot underneath, but Coach Doug Golt gives a smile and claps his hands and says, keep on hustling out there, Jeff. Hampton with the ball on the alternating possession. The Hawks need to get something going offensively. Brad Jacobson, a quick jumper. It's good. What's the foul? The foul's on Queering. Jacobson has 10 now. I thought for a second if that would have gone against Sacred Heart and Hampton would have gotten the ball back, that could have been a big momentum changer. But instead they'll go to the other side. And Sacred Heart's Kent Kanabe will shoot a 1-and-1. He's 2 for 3 from the line today.
Third personal foul on John Queering. Falls City Sacred Heart has committed just 3 team fouls here in the second half, so Hampton's still a couple away from going into the 1-and-1.
Kanabe nails his first to earn the bonus. Second one, bounds around, no good. Jacobson up high for the rebound. Mark Dick, and there's a foul. A hustling foul by Bucksells. That is his 3rd. He's the only person in any type of foul trouble for Sacred Heart. He has 3. Buck picked up 2 real early in the game, and that's his first one since really that was about the first minute of the ball game.
Just the 4th team foul for Falls City Sacred Heart, so it's a non-shooting foul, but now from here on in, both teams will be in the bonus.
Jacobson for 3, and that could bring Hampton back as it's now an 11-point game, 63-52, or 63-51. It's a 12-point game, and the foul on Jacobson. That's the 4th foul on Brad Jacobson. Jacobson was hoping for an offensive foul on Simon. Simon will go to the free throw line and shoot a 1-and-1. He's 0 for 1 in free throws today.
But Steve nails this to give him 11 for the game. Steve Simon, he's a guy who could put his name solidly into the record book next year. Don't be surprised if he breaks Bill Jackman's career state tournament scoring record next year as a senior. That is if Sacred Heart gets back to the state tournament. Great block by Kent Kanabe. The other way, Schwang, no. Simon dives for the rebound, but Steve commits a foul. That will be the second personal foul on Simon. Dick, Simon has 12 points in this game, and he's not far away from Bill Jackman's all-time record in state tournament points.
Simon had 27 in the first round of the tournament this year, 30 in the semifinals. Now he has 12 today. And so he has 177 state tournament points. Bill Jackman's career state tournament scoring record, 214.
A big miss by Ryan Baumsberger at the free throw line. Hampton needs every chance they can get, and now committing the personal is Ryan Baumsberger. We thought, coming into the state tournament, we thought that Jay Spearman of Sutton would have an excellent chance of breaking that record, and I'm sure had Sutton won in the semifinals yesterday, he would have. He was only 4 points away from Jackman's record. At the free throw line, the first one is good by Jeff Schwang. And not only does Steve Simon have a good chance of breaking that record next year, but Jason Glock probably as well if they can bring their teams back and do well at the state tournament. Schwang makes them both, and it's back to a 16-point lead, 67-51. Queering, fakes, goes up, is fouled. Can't make the shot go down. Good fake that time as John has had a couple of shots blocked. There you see a good shot of Steve Simon. Averages 21 points a game. Queering will go to the free throw line to shoot two. He's 5 for 5 from the free throw line today. Has 13 points. Bounds around and goes in. The Querings can shoot free throws. We have seen that in the last week.
Quite a resemblance between the two, really, too.
Leah Quering, who led Hampton to the Class D2 Girls State Championship a week ago. She had 36 points, including 14 straight free throws. Great pass underneath. Kanabe couldn't get the shot to go down, but a great pass by Tom Witt. Mark Dick closely guarded by Schwang. Inside, Jacobson off the glass, no good. Simon has it, he travels. Now that's a call that the fans do not like to see, but you really cannot whistle a foul on John Queering or anything, as he had fallen to the ground, and then basically the only thing that happened is Simon fell over him. And now they'll wipe up some perspiration on the floor. Really see the physical side of basketball in these state championship games. A lot of players go to the floor, and that floor does not have a lot of give to it either.
Especially in that last C1 game, we really saw a physical matchup there between the two teams that played there, Bridgeport and Wisner-Pilger.
Bridgeport winning that one, 55-51. Mark Dick from three, can't get it to go down. That's it for Jacobson. That will be the 5th foul on Brad Jacobson. And that will hurt Hampton a lot. Brad Jacobson averages 12.5 points on the season. He was an honorable mention player on the Class D2 Coaches All-State team.
He had 13 points today, 23 in the first round tournament game, and 11 yesterday. Came in averaging 12.5.
Going to the free throw line, Jeff Schwang, 4 for 5 from there. And I'll tell you, both of these teams are shooting very well from the free throw line. Hampton has yet, well, they've missed once. They're 15 of 16 from the line. Second one bounds around, no good. for Schwang. Here comes Hampton. The Hawks trailing by 15, a near steal. Kanabe really pressuring Dick. Kanabe almost gets it there, and now a foul moving in to a man of Falls City Sacred Heart. Dustin Nissen commits the foul. That will be the 4th personal.
We have a final from the Big 8 tournament in Kansas City, Jeff. Colorado has beaten Oklahoma State 82-72. There was a fight at the end of the game, but Colorado wins by 10, and Colorado advances to the Big 8 tournament finals.
Unbelievable. There's a break in the action. Falls City Sacred Heart leads Hampton 68-53. Back with the rest of this D2 championship game after this.
Back at the Class D2 State Boys Championship, Falls City Sacred Heart with a 15-point lead. And at the Big 8 tournament in Kansas City, Colorado was in the Big 8 championship game for the first time ever, beating Oklahoma State 82-72. Colorado wins by 10 after upsetting Missouri yesterday in overtime. Colorado beats Oklahoma State today, and will meet the winner of the Oklahoma-Kansas Big 8 semifinal, which here on channels 10-11 you will be seeing. For you 10-11 viewers, the Oklahoma-Kansas game will follow this D2 championship game.
I would love to see Colorado win the Big 8 championship and see what they would do with Tom Miller then, who was fired, well, he was fired after the Nebraska game here about a week and a half ago, I believe. It was a week and a half ago, and Colorado looked terrible in that game. Bucksells gets 1 of 2 free throws. Inside a push, and I believe that will go against Steve Simon. His 3rd personal. There you see a good shot of Steve, a 6'2 junior, one of the best athletes in the state. I'm sure he will get a lot of consideration next year for Athlete of the Year if he just continues to do what he's been doing. Had over 1,000 yards rushing, was an all-state running back for the state championship team of Sacred Heart. Simon will now take a break.
Rich Holtz comes in for him. Holtz number 33 in, Simon number 35 out. You know, if Colorado would win the Big 8 tournament, I think you'd be looking for 5 teams to go to the NCAA tournament then, because Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri are definitely in, and probably Oklahoma State too, maybe, anyway. And of course, Colorado would then get the automatic bid. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. I'm sure Oklahoma State, had they won today, would have gotten a bid for sure to the tournament, so that loss could hurt the Cowboys. Sacred Heart leading by 14, 4.5 minutes left. Nice pass underneath. The pass from Tom Witt to Kent Kanabe. Kanabe has 13. Inside, Hood travels. Shane Hood travels with it.
You know,
a well-oiled machine.
This may be Class D2, but both of these teams have quite a large following, a good contingent of fans for both Falls City Sacred Heart and Hampton here today.
Underneath, all alone, is Rich Holt. His first 2, and another great pass from Tom Witt. I tell you, Tom Witt is having a great basketball game. Look at this right here. Witt has 2 men on him. Gets the pass underneath. Witt has 20 points in the game and has made some real big passes here in the second half.
He really has had an outstanding game. 20 points. He had averaged 11.4 coming in.
Free throw short, and they'll call a jump on the alternating possession. Sacred Heart gets it.
Tom Becker comes into the game for Sacred Heart. There he is, number 41. Kent Kanabe goes out for the Irish.
Bucksells inbounds it underneath. The shot on the way, no good. Getting his own rebound is Holt. And Rich puts it back in. So Rich makes it a 4-point play. And it's now a 20-point lead. Some great athleticism there by Shane Hood. Dick for 2. Mark Dick now with 19. Sacred Heart not letting up a bit. 75-57. The Irish will hit their average in this game, which is 77 points a game. Witt. Tom Witt. He's got 22 points. 77 to 57. Dick for three. Yes! Mark Dick has 23. Dick has been shut down quite a bit in the second half, largely because Sacred Heart has put a lot of defensive pressure on him. Sells underneath, and a foul outside on Shane Hood. But right there, a great example of the unselfish play of this Falls City Sacred Heart team. And one thing I noticed in this game, Dick, that Falls City Sacred Heart is doing that Wisner-Pilger was not doing in the C1 game is when Sacred Heart gets penetration, they dish off. They don't force the shot up, and as a result, they've been getting a number of layups. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here as Sacred Heart leads Hampton 77 to 60. This is the third of 6 state championship games. We'll have a Big 8 game following on 10-11, and then 3 more state championship games tonight, Dick.
For you 10-11 viewers, following this game, we will join the Raycom telecast of the Oklahoma-Kansas Big 8 semifinal. And then tonight, beginning at 5 o'clock, we will have the telecast of the Class D1 championship between Humphrey St. Francis and Sandhills. Mom's 40 today, but son Tom says that's okay. We'll make her day better in our own way.
Well, right. If that's Tom Witt's mother, Tom Witt is really making his Mother's Day.
So Humphrey St. Francis and Sandhills at 5 in the D1 championship. Then Wahoo and Grand Island Northwest in the Class B championship scheduled to start at 7. And Omaha South and Lincoln Northeast in the Class A championship to cap it off. That's scheduled to start at 9 tonight.
Falls City Sacred Heart leading 77 to 60 here in the Class D2 state championship game. Buck Sells at the free throw line. He'll shoot. Makes the first. Buck Sells now has 12 in the game. He's made 6 of 7 free throws thus far. And tack on another one. Buck Sells, a 6-foot senior. Tom Witt, a 6-foot senior. But after that, Falls City Sacred Heart returns all 3 of their other starters. And Shane Hood throws it away. Shane Hood, a 5'10 senior, throws it away. And the only player that has seen action on the Hampton side who will be back next year is Mark Dick. He is the leading scorer on the year. And there is a foul on Dustin Nissen. That will be his 5th foul.
Hampton with only 4 juniors on the entire squad that suited up for this game. The rest all seniors.
Dustin Nissen fouls out with 4 points in the game. And it's 79 to 60, 2:53 left. And I think this one is just about all over except the shouting. Falls City Sacred Heart playing a very good basketball game. Buck Sells makes the first. Second one bounds around and goes down. Buck Sells now has 15 points. 5 players for Sacred Heart in double figures. Another turnover. Tom Witt off to Steve Simon, who's checked back in. Sacred Heart spreading out its offense now. Watch for some backdoor cuts. I'm sure they'll be looking for them. Buck Sells. There it is.